Carlos Nelson with Cascade Sports, and today we're here at St. Teresa's Academy. We have the head coach. Who do we have here?
Kiera Hardy.
Hey, Kiera, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. What
looking
a great
all
opportunity.
Right. You looking ready, girl.
You know what, I'm focused. It's going to be a great season. It's going to be a great season.
Who you have here today with you?
I have my senior, Quinn, and I have my junior, Kaylee Lary.
All right. Talk a little bit about each one in your eyesight, how you see them. Then, girls, we're going to get on your case, see how you see yourself. All right. Run it down, Coach.
First I'm going to talk about is Kaylee Lary. This kid made huge strides from as a freshman to a sophomore. Brought her up to varsity last year and played significant minutes for us. Just to be able to see her growth, learn from her mistakes, her coachability has just been amazing. And to also see how much work and dedication she's put into the off season. Anything I ask of her, she's willing to do. She's even doing private lessons to enhance her game. I mean, just an overall great athlete and great person as well. And then we have Quinn, which I've had the lovely pleasure of coaching for about 3 years now. Just an amazing kid, gives her heart and soul to the game. Been playing all summer long for the last couple of summers, had a great summer. A lot of college coaches have been looking at her in her game, and she's really ready to elevate her leadership ability, and I'm super excited about that this year.
All right, girls, we're getting ready to go in on you. All right, I think Kaylee.
Yes.
We're going in on you first. So tell our audience a little bit about yourself, and on a quick note, let's go back to kindergarten. Talk about when you first started playing, some of the coaches and people that were instrumental in your life. I didn't touch bases with Coach on this, but Cascade Sports is home of the student athlete, and we prize education. And Coach and myself have talked about this in the past, but talk about your full experience as a student athlete coming up, and name some of the milestones and mentors on the court and off the court that have helped you to mature into the player you are today.
Yeah, so I started playing basketball fourth grade, and I wouldn't call it like a lot of like competitive. It was more just school rec league. And then I really started playing my freshman year, I feel like, was when I started getting more competitive in basketball. And one person that helped me with that was my stepdad, Mike Cutler. He's always been inspiration to me in sports. And so he really helped me push forward and realize that I can actually be really good if I put my mind to it. So
what position were you playing?
A guard, more like shooting guard, around there.
Go ahead.
And then Coach Hardy, she brought me on the team last year, and she really inspired me to help get better and like really work in the off season. And I'm really excited for this season because I've been putting a lot of work into it.
What did you do off season?
I played in a rec league over the summer just to keep playing, and I've also been working with Marcus Walker at Grindhouse Basketball.
Grindhouse over there with the Dorena Award. I think Marcus won the Dorena Award twice, producing some good talent out of there. So I know you was working your butt off if you was over there. How do you feel about how your game has developed over the past year, and what do you attribute it to?
It has developed a lot. I definitely am becoming better known with the court, and my ball handling skills have definitely increased and gotten way better. I attribute it to just hard work and like putting my mind to it and keeping with it and working in the off season, and also Coach Hardy pushing me to do better.
On a 1 to 10, what kind of handles do you have? That's why I have the coach on all the time, so that when y'all give me these inflated numbers, I'll be like, Coach.
I'd probably say maybe a 6 or a 7. There's still a lot of work to do.
Check off on that, Coach. Where is she at?
Hey, I would agree.
Right.
I would give her a 7 at this point. You can definitely see her growth from last year to now.
All right.
Definitely still some more improvement.
Hold on. A lot of times when they know I got the fact check going, they give it to me the right way. But especially them fellas, you ask them these questions, they think they LeBron. All right. You got a crossover?
Yeah. Yeah.
1 to 10. Everything is on a 1 to 10.
Probably a 7.
All right. So are you playing the 1, the 2, or the 3? What's going on with you? You got to give the audience a little more meat so they know what you're doing on the court, honey.
I'll be most likely in 1 position this year.
What kind of shot do you have, and where do you like to shoot it from? 1 to 10.
Probably my form, personally, I feel like it's pretty good, so I give that an 8 or 9.
All right. What would you consider your best attributes?
Hustle and hard work, yes.
All right, now let's get where the tire meets the road, sister. We're talking about your academics now. We home of the student athlete. You know what that institution that you play for demands. Let's run that down. What's that like?
I'm mostly an A student. I try to keep good grades, and yeah.
All right. What would you have? You big time senior now. What advice would you give to a young freshman that is starting in the program?
The advice?
No, I'm gonna get to you next.
I'm the senior.
Oh, you the senior? You the junior?
I'm the junior. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll get to you. What advice you giving as a big time junior? What you telling them youngsters?
Probably just to never give up, never quit, because if you put in the work, it will pay off.
All right. You shouting out to anybody?
I don't know.
Go ahead and think about it. Who you want to? You don't have no people that you love? Shout out to the team then.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to everyone. I shout out to my family. I'm really excited for this year. So shout out to our team.
All right. Let's move in on our next athlete. Introduce yourself.
My name is Grace Quinn. I'm a point guard and a shooting guard, and I've been playing basketball since the 3rd grade.
All right. Give your story, Raina. I'm on.
So I've been playing since the 3rd grade. I played almost every sport. I definitely fell in love with basketball. I definitely fell in love with basketball because it helped me to channel my emotions, because I'm a person with strong emotions. I get kind of get a little mad sometimes, and it's better to push it into the sport that I play and to always keep me going. And I've always wanted to go back to the court. It's always been like this love connection I've had with the gym. And the gym always brings me peace. So I feel like when I play.
It seems like we're getting an echo now out of your we need to straighten that up. Can we? Go ahead with your story.
All right. So as I was saying, that I've always been in love with the court. I've always been drawn to the court. I put all my energy and just everything in when I play.
All right. Let's go in on your skill set, girl. Where are you at on a 1 to 10 on your handles?
1 to 10 on my handles, I would have to say 7. I definitely sometimes bobble, but I've been working a lot on them and feel
All
like
right, you've gone to St. Teresa's all 4 years?
No, sir.
Well, run that down.
Yeah, so I am from Wyandotte County in Kansas City, Kansas.
All right, you country girl.
I transferred here my sophomore year. I played at Bishop Ward. That is where I started. I first went to high school at Bishop Ward. I played there my first year, and I played varsity as a freshman. They used me for shooting. I was a shooting guard as a freshman. I could shoot like crazy freshman year, especially in the corner. I always played AAU, and so
who was you playing with your AAU squad?
It was a little team we had put together since we were in 3rd grade. We had a little squad. It's changed names, but
give me some of the names so I can, Mr. Nelson can recognize.
Casey Fury. I play with Casey Fury.
I know about them.
Yeah.
Y'all made a little noise.
Yeah, we did. And especially our boys team. They made a lot of noise. Played for KC Running Rebels for 1 year. They had came over to our squad and wanted us to rep their name. And so we did. But then that team kind of broke down. And I joined this little team. It was last minute. I joined a little team called, oh my goodness, my brain is going crazy.
That's all right. It's all right to have brain lock on our show. Because Mr. Nelson has it constantly.
I know. And so then I just.
So you come to St. Teresa's as a sophomore?
Yes.
And so you've been playing under coach for 2 years?
Yes.
What is it like playing under coach?
I absolutely love playing under coach.
Come on, don't start eating no cheese on the program.
I am being serious. She has pushed me past my limits and has seen through me as an athlete. I'm being so serious. We get along, but we bump heads.
Does she see through you?
She does. She knows what I'm thinking, and she knows how I'm feeling sometimes, and she constantly pushes me.
How important is that to you as a student athlete to have that type of relation? Because you've been a premier player quite a long time, playing on these teams, and you've experienced different coaches, different attitudes, different styles. And it seemed like you just lit up when you talk about coach.
Yeah. It's just nice to have somebody in your corner, someone who has, played basketball their whole life, someone who's understand being what a student athlete is, and who she is someone who has been through a lot of things, and so have I. So it just kind of goes hand in hand, and it's just nice to have somebody in your corner like her.
And hold it, and knows the struggles that you've been associated with. And that's what our network is about. It's not always about the champion. It's about the common folk, our struggles, and using sports as a springboard to get that education that will take care of you for the rest of your life. But now I'm getting ready to go back in on you. All right. So you talked about your handles. Let's talk about that shot. You say you're a shooter.
Yeah.
One question I want to ask you before you get into that. I'm old school, back in the 60s high school when I was, and the shooters, it seemed like they didn't have no conscience. Do you have a conscience? You know, when you off, are you still trying to shoot? A lot of shooters, they be off. They like, give me the ball. The team be like, game's on the line. You ain't hit a shot all day. But a shooter, give me the ball. Are you that?
No, if I'm off and I know I'm off, I'm like, okay, maybe I need to step in a few feet.
Hey, Coach,
We're
you
not
know what
shooting
I'm
threes
talking
right now,
about,
Coach.
don't you, Coach? She said you got experience, so I know you done played with them all.
Well, and the thing about me is that when I play ball, I was a shooter. So I was that shooter that I would go 0 for 10, but you better believe I'm gonna hit the next 7, 8. So I always teetered around that 40-50% streaky because I wasn't gonna stop shooting. So,
Them shooters remind me of gamblers.
you know,
They like the next hand, just the next.
and you know, that's kind of what I tell them. I said, hey guys, just because you miss one, tell yourself I'm not gonna miss another. You know, I'm not going to miss another. I tell them that every practice. And, you know, that is what helped me in my career is, like I said, I would go 0 for 5. And then I would hit the next 5 shots. You
And
know,
I was getting ready to say, Coach, you telling them right, because they say shoot your shot. I seen some of the cats that I grew up with, they shoot their way out of a slump.
Yeah, you know, and that's sometimes what you have to do. And that's, you know, you have to be more mentally tough to do that as well. And, you know, that's kind of how I want them to be. You know, I want them to shoot your way out, you know, in the right situation as well. But, you know, I definitely don't want them to pass up shots and opportunities on the court because, you know, we may not get a better look. Right. No, you can't. Tell yourself.
Right. So I'm back in on you. What's your, you say you like that corner? You like to be over in the corner?
Yeah.
What's your percentage, or do you know your percentage?
My percentage when I was last on the shooting machine, it was about 73%, which that was the highest I've ever got on the shooting
What's your
machine.
physical measurements?
Say that again.
Your physical measure. How tall are you and what's your weight?
I am 5'5" and 132.
Kaylee, what are you walking around with?
I'm 5'6", 150.
All right. The leadership position as a senior. What? And I'm gonna get back to you, Kaylee. What have you lined out for your personal season? What goals do you want to reach this season personally? Because you're going to be able to look at this interview and you're going to be able to see whether you reach those goals. Tell the audience what you want to do for yourself personally.
Personally, what I want to do for myself is try to create movement and more space on the court when I play with my team. I want to create my shot a lot more instead of looking more to pass. This summer, I was doing a lot of creating. So I hope to continue that through this season, creating a lot more on the court. And also buckling down on defense. I know defense is really big, so encouraging a lot of my teammates to get down and defend, and me, myself, to get down and defend.
All right. That wasn't fully what I was talking about, but that'll suffice on there. But I'm going back in on you. I'm talking about numbers, girl. Yeah, I keep telling you 1 to 10. So I want to know what do you want to do on scoring? What do you want to do on steals? What do you want to do on 3 points? Let's get down where the tire meets the road.
We're getting down to numbers. All right. So I want to at least average about 20 points this season. I was around 17 last season. So I want to get up in the 20s. I love to see 20, 24. Steals, I hope to have about 3 steals. I'm going to give myself a little number. 3 steals a game. I hope my assists go up more than I had them last year. So I'm saying 7 assists a game, hopefully 10. But that's
All right. Now, hold it. Now, Mr. Nelson can settle down. You giving my audience a little bit of what they need. I don't have to come at you as hard because I play red light defense. All right. So now, tell me this: has any schools looked at you thus far?
Yes. I've had almost about every community college over here in Kansas. I've talked to Nebraska. They talked to me. Simpson College has talked to me, and oh my goodness.
All right, that's all right. Hold it. When you say Nebraska, if Nebraska's talking to you, there are colleges that is on that level that are looking at you. That's all my audience needs to know, that you're not no scrub. Yeah. What kind of experience has it been coming from your environment over in KCK over to St. Teresa's? Tell our audience what that's been like for you, and the transformation is different.
Yeah, the change, it was a big change for me. Different environment, different people.
How do girls receive you? That's what more so
okay.
I'm talking about. And your team, your teammates. I'm not proper. I don't care about how the other girls in school see you. How did your teammates receive you?
That's a good one. Okay, so when I came over here, I had a lot of energy. I had that dog mentality. I was ready to go. I was ready to get into it. And some of the girls were looking at me like,
they do things different over there. I can tell you that.
What are you doing? I'm getting out of my chair when someone had an and one. I was excited. Everybody's sitting on the bench. I was like, everybody, we got to get up. We got to get up. We got to cheer. So the environment for me, it was a little more quiet, wasn't as aggressive. But I feel like over the years, it has definitely changed. I feel like a lot of people feed off of my energy. They see me like wanting to get down, and they want to get down. They see me get loud, they want to get loud. So.
But tell me this, I'm cutting you off. That coming in that environment, what did that do to your personality, and what did that add to your tool, your mental tool, the people you met, and the way you perceive life in general? Because basketball is more than that. And I know that you have changed yourself.
Yeah, I've definitely changed. I'm a lot more calmer as an athlete. I'm a lot more, Coach, how did you say it? How'd you say I changed? Like,
yeah, Coach, talk. Yeah, you let Coach tell me a little bit about what
I think her temperament, a lot she's able to process the game, to think things through, not react as much to every little thing that happens, to be able to overcome adversity, whether she's getting a call or not, whether we're seeing eye to eye or not. Her level of respect, her coachability is just improved tremendously, and being a student of the game. And
hold it, what I want to talk about, and I'm gonna get back on you, Kaylee, but what I want to talk about, Coach, is the social change. I feel it was that has nothing to do with basketball, has everything to do with St. Teresa's, and what that atmosphere is for a young girl growing into, where she's at now, how that changed her life, how she looks at life in general.
Right. St. Teresa's is just a great academy. It teaches them so many life skills, how to handle situations, how to plan for your future. I think that is one of the critical components that, hey, you do have a future. it is bright. You do have to be disciplined. They push you academically to better you. The environment is all welcoming, and we welcome the differences, still having that, that Catholic faith surrounding everyone, keeping God first. I think that is a big part of who we are here at STA, and understanding that the things that we do have an impact on others, and everyone's not your enemy. You can build relationships with people that's different from you. I tell them all the time that you learn best from people that are different from you, and those can actually be your greatest friends. So, I think that St. Teresa has helped her grow as a person, which has translated on the court as well.
How do you concur with what Coach said?
Yeah, I do. It is definite. Like STA has really, like, the change over here. I felt like I did not belong personally at first when I came here, and now that I've been here and seen everybody and got comfortable with the
You home now. Can't nobody tell you don't belong. This my house. I can tell. This your house. I can tell by how your teammate is reacting, her body language. It's like, hey, what you talking about, Miss Nelson? This our house. So, Kaylee, I'm back on you a little bit. Talk from your point of view, how you receive her and the differences and your other teammates. Talk a little bit about that.
So last year was my first year playing with Grace, and I love her. She is an awesome teammate. Just having her on the court, she always pumps us up, and she's a great spirit to have. She's always there to help us. And if I felt down about how I was playing, she'd always be like, forget about it. You got it. Just push through. Yeah.
Yeah. You're now getting ready to really get in the thick of things, because this is really going to be a learning season for you, because Coach is going to be looking for you down the road as a senior, learning really how on your leadership skills. How are they developing?
I think they're developing good. I've kind of always seen myself as a leader. I like being in charge. I like helping people, keeping them on track. Yeah.
All right. Well, what would you, both of you girls have closing statements. What would you want to close with? You go first, Kaylee.
Man, I am just really excited for this season to get started and for us to really grow as a team throughout the season. And I hope to grow personally throughout the season in my stats and my ball handling. Yeah.
And what I would like to say is buckle down on anything you do and keep your mind to it. Always keep your priorities straight. That helps a lot in the game and in life. And if you enjoy the game, play it with all your heart, because you never know what could happen any day. That's all I have to say.
All right. I'm going to add one thing, because you the big time senior. Tell our young athletes how important it is who your circle is, who you're running around with. You come from a different environment.
Yeah.
Talk to that. I know you can talk to it.
Yeah. So your circle is very important. I'd say I've had plenty of circles that I've seen throughout my life and have been associated with. So I've seen it. I've probably done it. That it's just great to surround yourself with people who are motivated people, want to do something in their life, or want to keep their mind to something that is going to get them somewhere. And I know it's always great to have people who have a motivation and who have a want to do something, because then your circle is just going to be a great energy, great people you can lean on, and You know, they're not going to just get you in trouble and try to take you away from what you love doing. They're always going to, and their circle will always support you. So if your friends or anybody around you doesn't support you, doesn't believe in you, then they're not really there for you. And family doesn't always mean blood. For me, family is people that have supported you and been there your whole life. So.
I think you ended excellently. Coach, what's your closing words?
You know, I'm just super excited about this season and all the hard work that my athletes have put into, you know, from our last meeting of the season last year, losing in the district championship. We are definitely looking to build on that success, to push ourselves past the limit, and to, you know, show people what St. Teresa's basketball is truly about. Show them that these are some very gifted student athletes, incredible people, just an amazing team to coach. You know, I'm so thankful to be able to coach this team and represent STA and this basketball program.
Excellent. Well, as we say at Cascade Media Group, when you invest in your community, you're really just investing in yourself. And for all you guys out there, you b-ballers, let me get you straight. Cascade Sports, we go hard in the paint. And when I say we go hard, we go hard.
This program is brought to you by the City of Fountains Coaches Association.